I hope everyone is doing well. I'd like to thank everyone who subscribes to me. I do appreciate you. I'm going to ring this bell to clear the energy. All right, let's jump into it. Spirit, angel, guides, ancestors, what do you want the collective to know for their highest good, please and thank you. Single, not in a relationship. Competition, the other woman. Ghosted, disappeared. So I feel like someone might have told you that they were single and not in a relationship and put you in another, like in a competition with somebody else, and then they just kind of ghosted you and disappeared. What else do we need to know, please and thank you? Home, foundation. Divine masculine. I'm sorry, apology. So this could have been someone that you had a divine, connection with. Someone that you felt like was home, and they might have felt like you were home. This person may want to reach out to apologize to you for putting you in some kind of competition with somebody else. Courage, strength. This person is trying to work up the courage and the strength to come forward to apologize. Okay? What else do we need to know? Blocked obstacles, but you may have this person blocked. Fated meeting, important connection, and that lands under home. Social media, keeping tabs. So this was a fated meeting for you two to meet. This person is keeping tabs on you through social media. Transition in the reverse. This person has not changed. So if they had a third party and put you in competition, they'd still do it again. And they made themselves into a karmic. This person may have left a divine union behind to go into a toxic karmic relationship. So they didn't follow their soul path. Single parent. Someone here could be a single parent. They could have a lot of responsibilities. Twin flame, divine connection in reverse. So we got home, fated meeting, and divine connection, twin flame in reverse. This was somebody that was supposed to step up and go with you on your journey, and they decided to go and put you in a third party situation. Party is at the bottom of the deck. Isn't that odd? So yeah, this person could be your twin flame that decided not to go on the journey with you. You were meant to meet and build something together with the house being here. But this person decided not to change their ways. They decided to continue on with third party situations. They put you in a competition with other people. Whole inner growth. I feel like you've grown quite a bit since dealing with this person, since dealing with what they put you through. Perhaps you've gotten a lot of courage and strength after dealing with this person. You did a lot of healing. This person may want to come back and grow the connection. Yeah, this person wanted to be in player energy. They didn't want to listen to the divine. They wanted to continue doing what they wanted to do. Sex, good time. Player, and then sex, good time. This person wanted to just party, have options. Text message in reverse. It's giving like this person wants to reach out, but they could be writing the message and then deleting it and just maybe leaving it there. They may not have a way to communicate with you. We'll let it pop out, not just pop. There we go. Keeping secrets. So, like, the block card came out. You may not want to talk to this person with a text message in reverse. Because they kept secrets, they kept lies, and you found out that they put you in a competition, a third-party situation. Read between the lines. You looked for what was hidden. Yeah, you saw between the lines. You saw that this person was lying to you. That's what we need to know, Spirit, please and thank you. Insecurity, self-esteem. Yeah, this person is very insecure. Has very low self-esteem. So when you met this person, they were supposed to go with you and, you know, work on themselves, and they decided not to, and decided to party and live that lifestyle of being toxic. Okay, what else do we need to know? Storm. Turmoil is coming ahead. Sex good times. It falls under sex good times. So this person could, you know, have some issues, you know, with STDs or something like that. This person could be going through karma right now. Having issues with the karmic as well. Regrets. Mistakes. This person regrets putting you in a competition, a third-party situations. But this is a player. They could have had multiple options, and they wanted someone to compete. But whenever someone wants you to compete, it's always because they and the other options don't compare. So it's like, why even try? Because, you know, they don't compare to you anyway. Missing thinking of you. Yeah, so now this person's thinking about you while they're going through some sort of storm, some sort of karma, unsent message and text. So this is like, this person wants to communicate, right, but it's dead, it's over with. You might have transitioned on. Magnetic attraction, passion in reverse. And then that falls under lies. You're not interested in this person because, or you don't feel that way for them anymore because of what they did to you. And how they betrayed you, basically. This person, you know, started off telling you that they were single and then ended up being a player. Crossroad, direction. Read between the lines what's hidden. Yeah, I feel like you changed paths. You were guided, it feels like. You changed paths, directions, away from this person. Gambling, yeah, you took a chance and you moved in another direction. You took another path. Bottom of the deck, addiction, unhealthy attachment. This person could have addiction issues as well, and it could be sexual addictions. Shapeshifter, mimicking. So this person could actually be a shapeshifter. Storm, and then we have sex. So it's given that this person is going through a storm for their lives. This person is a shapeshifter. They mimic people to fit in. They, you know, cloak themselves in other people's energies, pretend to be someone that they're not just to fit into a room. But it's not really them. They're pretending. Safety and comfort, because it makes them feel safe and comfortable being in other people's energies. Hurting, agonizing pain. This person's hurting deep down inside. They might not be showing it on the outside. Soulmate, everlasting. Okay. Compromise, make changes. Yeah, this person feels that you have a spiritual connection to them. They may think that you are a soulmate or a twin flame. This person may come in to tell you that they want to compromise and make some changes. But this person, I don't feel like, has done the healing work. And then player came out. Strategic is at the bottom. Yeah, this person's going to lie to you. They're going to think they're being strategic and tell you that they've changed and they're no longer a player and that they want to put you first, you know. But it's not true. Peace. They see that you're very peaceful, living your life. Yeah, this person knows that you're a soul family. They see you as family. In the reverse, hurting, agonizing pain. But I feel like you've given up on this connection because you're not hurting. It doesn't bother you anymore. Yeah, you're over this. You're over them cheating. You're no longer hurting over this. That you know that they broke your trust, and I feel like you've done the healing work. Move past it. Proposal, commitment. Yeah, once you healed and let go, here they come, wanting to propose some sort of commitment. Inspiration. Music inspiration. You guys might have a connection, musical connection, like send each other songs, or maybe this person is sending you musical songs. I feel like you probably have moved on, have healed, because it says hurting, agonizing pain in the reverse. You're no longer like hurting. You're not agonizing about this connection anymore. You released it because you knew it was, unhealthy, and for literally you ended the connection. You knew that this person was toxic and did not want to change. They didn't want to go on the healing journey with you. Okay. Oh, we got one. Yeah, they want to reconcile and rebuild the connection. But we'll grave at the bottom of the deck. Fears in the reverse. Afraid. I feel like you're, like I said, you're over it. You're not worrying about this connection anymore. And this person, as soon as you let go, they want to come in and rebuild the connection. I just don't feel like you're interested. Spiritual awakening. You had an awakening. This person is having an awakening to your connection, a realization of who you are to them. And the third parties that they allowed to get in the way of the connection. Bottom of the deck. Call, hearing from them. That was in the reverse. So I feel like you have this person blocked for sure. They might be afraid to reach out. Signs, love, meanings. Well, love is written on the card, but signs and meanings. This person was seeing signs not to do what they did, and they continue to do it anyway. And signs and... okay, I'm sorry. That was proposal, commitment. Yeah, this person was getting signs to commit to you and to stay with you and to go on this journey, and they decided not to. And then we got third party, cheating, and it lands under one another. So I feel like, yeah, this person was warned not to choose a third party. They were supposed to go on this healing journey with you. Divine timing, yes. This was divinely guided to come together, and this person decided not to go on the journey with you. Let's do a little bit of what's the vibe. Bottom of the deck. Wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, nostalgic. This person definitely wants a second chance. They're nostalgic. They're thinking about you and the connection. Some of these cards are upside down today. Alright, what else do we need to know? Spirit, soulmate, bottom of the deck. So I feel like you released this connection and you're actually calling in somebody new. So this could have been the twin flame, and now you're calling in a soulmate. The twin flame is being replaced by a soulmate, because the twin flame or the other person there could be a twin. I mean, another soulmate, but they decided not to go on the path with you. So because of that, they are being replaced by somebody else. Possibilities. I think it's going to be very great for you and this new person coming in. Okay, what else do we need to know, Spirit? Please and thank you. Are you going to give us anything out of this deck today? Oh, you are being quiet. Alright, let's go at the bottom of the deck. Trapped, stuck, no options, unforgiving. Unforgiveness. So this person feels trapped. They feel stuck. They feel like they have no options. They feel stuck with that third party that they no longer want to be with because they know that you're not going to forgive them. They want to come back. Mutual respect, unity, closeness, intimacy. This person's missing the intimacy. Yeah, like I said, they feel trapped with the third party. They feel closer to you. They have more respect for you than they do the third party. The third party connection is a karmic connection. Oh, this never really happens like this. Okay, envy, resentful, competitive, discontent. Yeah, they're very discontent in the relationship that they're in. Divorced, ghosted, separated, distance. So this distance clearly between you two. If you weren't married to this person, it's like they broke the spiritual contract. Let's see if Spirit's going to give us anything out of this deck today. No, Spirit wants to get to the confessions. Oh, we got one. Envy, it did come out. Resentful, but I just showed you competitive. Discontent. Yeah, this person is resentful that they put you in a competition. They're not even happy with who they chose, who they got stuck with, who they settled for, and it's stressing them out where they're at. Yeah, they're mad. They're discontent. They know that they burnt bridges. They were disloyal. There's no, you don't trust this person. There's a lack of trust, and this person turned their back on you. Chose the third parties. Or third party, but it did come out in players, so this person has multiple options. But this person did the most to lose you, Harmony, but you're balanced. You come out as balanced despite what this person put you through. You're at peace. Antisocial, in the field, silent treatment, feeling left out. So this person put you in a third party situation. They're resenting that doing it, putting you in a competition. They're discontent with who they ended up with. But they know that they burned all bridges with you, and now they're feeling left out. They're in their feelings. They feel like, you don't want to talk to them. Yeah, and again, with the tension, it's stressing them out. I think this person's starting to realize that there was a spiritual connection here and that they ruined it. This person could, with the disaster card, be going through karma right now. Yeah, this person's shattered. They threw away a divine connection. They're broken, feeling like a failure. They could be having nightmares. They could be haunted by your spiritual team. Yeah, because they see that you're doing great. You have new opportunities, new career. You're successful. You could be having a big glow up. You look great. You look fantastic. And this person's like, oh my God, what the hell did I choose? I chose this. And chose a toxic lifestyle, and instead of healing and going within. Yeah, they're shattered. You went with, so you're doing really good. You're looking fantastic. You did a lot of healing. You take care of yourself. You go within. You meditate. This person, look at the eye. They're watching. They could be paranoid, but I feel like you're very cautious. This person is extremely insecure, and so this could go like towards you too. Like you could not. It's not like you're paranoid. You just don't want to talk to them. You're really cautious. You know that they're gonna put you in competition. I don't think you're insecure, but I do think you're guarded. Yeah, because you know that they put you in a situation that you did not ask to be into. So it's like this person forced a situation onto you that you had no knowledge of. Which is uncool, because if this person's a player and they were messing around with other people and didn't tell you, that's putting your health at risk. And that's really uncool of them. recharge, breathe, let go, clear your mind. I feel like you're just living life peacefully. You let go of the situation. You cleared your mind. With breathe, I feel like you may feel a lot lighter not dealing with this person because they weren't unhealed, toxic. Oh yeah, see, we got someone very lustful here. They could be greedy, by any means necessary, inconsiderate. So this could be a very inconsiderate person who was very greedy, who did things that were just too much, too far because they didn't want to go and heal. And then we have a narcissist. So this person's very egotistical, opportunist, a fragile. So someone, if you walked away from this person and didn't want to be put into the third party situation, you could have bruised this person's ego. But lust, what was it? Lust and greed and stuff. Opportunist. It's given this person will do anything for money, anything for sex too. This could be a narcissist, but or I don't know about narcissists. This could be someone with narcissistic tendencies, for sure, because they didn't go within and heal. Yeah, you had to put your distance between this person. This person might have ghosted you for a third party. And maybe they came back and tried and you were like, no, that's possible too. This deck is being kind of quiet. Masked, hidden, concealing, deception. So this person came to you masked. They were hiding their true selves. They were concealing who they were. They were lying to you because they wanted to be lustful. And like a lot of times when people choose a karmic, it's because they don't want to go within and heal. They think it's easier over there, even though it's not. It's hell. Soulmate, epiphany. So someone's starting to realize, ooh, whoa, this is my soul tie. And I can hear the song. It's just a little too late right now in my head. So that's what I'm channeling. It's just a little too late now that you're figuring it out. Yes, like I just said, it's a little too late. Now you're going to be stuck and bound to, who you wanted. No options, unforgiveness. So yeah, they're going to be stuck with who they wanted, who they chose, their options. I feel like you're not interested and you're not nobody's option. You walked away. And you may have forgiven this person, but I don't think you want this person back. We're all on different timelines, but I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who's over this, who's done. Let's see if I can get two more, because this deck is being real quiet today. Alright, Spirit, can I get two more, please? Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, now they're realizing what epiphany, self-reflecting, answered questions, untapped talents. So this person's having an epiphany of who you are to them, and they're having an epiphany that they trapped themselves with a karmic. You fuck around, you find out. This person was probably given signs not to do what they did, not to choose the third party's karmic, not to choose other third parties over the spiritual connection, but they didn't want to listen because, they know what's best. And now look at them. They're crashing in and out. They're in their emotions. They're worrying and fearing that this is completely over and done with and that you won't take them back. Okay, let's get some confessions about this situation, please. And then I'm going to close this out. What are some confessions this person would tell my collective if they, could or had enough courage to. What is the truth that they'd say? We will be together again. I'm starting to understand our connection. This person's in denial, and they're starting to understand the connection now that it's a little too late. I will wait for a sign for you. So this person could be waiting for you to give them a sign. I couldn't let you get close to me. I replay our conversations over and over again. So this person did feel connected to you, but they chose to run instead of healing and going on the journey with you. This is in the reverse. I know I was a distraction from your pain, so you were not a distraction. Like I said, this is a spiritual connection that they were supposed to go on a journey with you, and they chose to go to karmic. I wish I had treated you better. Yeah, now they're having the realizations that they should have treated you better. It was my fault, but I blamed you. I'm afraid to contact you. With it being in the reverse, it makes sense. This person's afraid to reach out. They're afraid you're going to reject them. I love you unconditionally. I don't know about that, because putting someone in a third-party situation doesn't sound like love. Not to me. I hide behind material things. We had the lust come out, greed, does things by any means necessary. So this is someone who's like the King of Pentacles in reverse. Someone that could be corrupt, but very greedy, very selfish, very materialistic. Someone very ungrounded. Someone unstable. Someone that might not be a homebody, that likes to go out all the time. Possibility, too. You came closer than anyone. So this person let you in just enough, and closer than anyone else has gotten, and it scared the hell out of them because they weren't ready to do the healing. I remember every detail of that day. Let's get a few more. Oh, there's two here. Finding out the truth crushed me. I want to be more than friends. Finding out the truth that possibly that you moved on crushed them. Or perhaps this is you finding out that they were putting you in a third-party situation. Probably really hurt you. Could have broken your heart. But this person's realizing that they want to be more than just friends now. I'm channeling it again. It's just a little too late. I look for you everywhere. Oh, that came right out. I left before you could leave me. Yeah, this person did not want to heal. Oh, that fell right out. I feel you even though we're apart. Spiritual connection. This person's could be sending you songs. I lost myself for a little while. Lost yourself for a little while. What, in Karmicville? You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Kind of seemed a little easy. Being a play over here. This person thought they were it. So many things remind me of you. I don't react when people mention you. I'm trying to act like they're not unbothered. Deep down, they're like... Sorry, I'm just joking. I bury myself into work to forget you. I'm becoming a better person. Okay, let's hope that's true. It was my fault and I blamed you came out anyway. So this person blamed you for them choosing a third party, them doing what they did to you. But it was actually them. Now they're taking accountability. I'm becoming a better person. Just being near you is intoxicating. I want to feel that way again. I knew exactly what I was doing. Exactly what I was saying. This person knew what they were doing. But they feel like you're going to be together again soon, because they feel like just because you have a spiritual contract that you can forgive everything and everything will go back to the way it was before. No, that's not the way it works. So when someone breaks that spiritual contract and decides to choose a karmic spirit, will then replace that person with somebody new. They technically broke the contract by choosing somebody different. So that's their own fault, and that's something that they need to live with. But I hope this was helpful for whoever needed to hear it.